Hey everyone, my name's Theo. I play American football in Europe. That's on the other side of the Atlantic. And this is actually a commemorative collector jersey, whatever. It's an old jersey of the Potsdam Royals. I made sure to get my number, 44. I am a linebacker in the Netherlands, and my number is 44. This is my actual helmet. This is a Carolina Panthers helmet. Most of you are probably maybe seeing this for the first time, but this video is about what the NFL... I have other videos on this channel about what playing American football in Europe is like. Now, this video is because a lot of people have seen something drastically different on the internet recently, because there was an NFL game played in München, Germany. The general idea of what happened in the stands is many Americans they're unaccustomed to it. They think it's... I've seen stuff all over the internet ranging from cultural appropriation. Like, Americans are not guilty of that one with everything, and whatnot. So I've been living here in the Netherlands for working towards my 5th year, and this is my 5th season with the Hilversum Hurricanes. That's this helmet. Just bringing this up again. And so I have watched a lot of games in like Wembley Stadium and all that stuff over in England, London area. And it's fun, but the thing is many Americans say like, oh, it's a consolation prize. Like, they're getting it over there so they can have a little bit. But it's England, and they feel this kinship because language, I guess. But it was in Munich, and it was off the rails. People were just losing their mind, because when many people go to, and I'd even seen some of the more American immigrants that, kind of do a banter back and forth TikToks about living in Germany or whatnot, or with like their roommate or their partner or something. And usually when they go visit a football game, Americans get something different, but they can kind of separate it because it's soccer. It's a different sport. It's their sport. This is how they do it. This isn't how we do it, but that's not our big sport. Their big sport, like with the big boy, Tom Brady, was playing in Germany. And the German fans, the European fans, I'm saying this European fans, because I had seen Belgian players, French players, Spanish players, Italian players, Hungarian players, they all flocked to Munich to watch this game, because a lot of them have a trouble getting to London, especially now with Brexit. But that's a different story. Now this is Munich, kind of centralized to Europe, and there was singing in the stands, because as I have noticed amongst sports matches, aside from like, I don't watch golf here, the quiet sports, tennis, golf, billiards, anything that has a crowd feel is more of, there is a gathering of people, and the entertainment is the game. This isn't everyone, but the general bulk of people is that what Americans want to expect out of a baseball game and the baseball stands is what most sports are here that are the noisy sports. There's a community gathering and happens to have a game in between. Now, people do represent those teams, but the thing is, here in the NFL, there was no hometown. There was no FC Bayern. There was no Dortmund. There was no London King. There's none of that. There's no Ajax. There's no PSV. None of that. This was a country's other teams are playing a game here. So all the fans came together of all of the NFL teams across all of Europe, all languages and cultures, and they were singing songs that are pretty stereotypical of America, at least over here. So that's what took Americans back, because they've never seen their sport enjoyed in another culture. Someone like me, who was born and raised in the United States and moves to Europe, has a different perspective than someone born and raised, never watches the NFL, but then goes out to their local sports field and plays American football. With I don't know, college rules or something, depending on that. Most countries around here use college rules. We're using a different IFAF, but it makes sense based off college. So it was weird. And a lot of Americans on Twitter, but that's Twitter, got offended that they were mistreating the game. And I was like, bro, this is how Europeans enjoy games. It's a community gathering with a football match as the entertainment, rather than 5,000 people going to watch live sports outside their house. Because you could sit in your couch, you could sit on your couch, and you could watch on the big screen, and you could watch live. You could even be on one of those channels that never interrupts the camera for a commercial or anything. And that's all Americans really see, is they go to an NFL game to watch the sport outside their house. They don't go to really meet with other people. They don't go to have... They go as an individual to watch a game, rather than as a community coming together to celebrate a game. I hope that makes sense. And that's why there's generalized singing, and people will sway and sing Sweet Caroline and all that stuff. And they know the lyrics because they're big here. Those are American. That's American music. And by and large, Sweet Caroline is one of those that'll get white people crunk. And Europeans, by and large, know how to party better than Americans. Americans have so many social restrictions upon themselves at a stadium that they don't get to have fun anymore. And that's what Americans got to see at the Munich game, was people actually enjoying the sport, not watching it. They were watching it, but they weren't just watching it. They were enjoying it. They were having a great time. They had a wonderful afternoon. I don't think anyone really left that stadium in a sour mood. To be fair, there was also no bonfires lit because of the opposing team's cheer squad. That's different in and of itself, but that's I'm just here to explain that that's why that happened. I usually do football content on Mondays and Fridays, and so yeah, I will check you guys in the future if you subscribe to the channel. If not, this was a nice little idea. And for those Americans that really need this absolutely stated, this is an opinion. You can't attack me for my opinion. Don't worry, you probably will anyways, because as long as it's... Well, we're not going to go there. I will catch you guys later.